What's going on, everybody? It's Raging Fury 55 bringing you guys a brand new video, and today we're going to go over 5 simple gaming effects in Adobe Premiere. I made a video very similar to this type of video a couple months ago, and you guys seem to really like it. That video is about to hit 800 likes, so I'm really appreciative of you guys. And yeah, anyway, that video, there's a lot of positive feedback, but a couple people were saying, hey, I want a little bit more simple transitions because I don't really get how these work. They're a little bit too complicated for me. So today we're going to go over some more basic transitions, and we're going to throw in 1 or 2 more intermediate or advanced transitions. Anyway, the first one we're going to do is going to be really simple. I think anyone can do this, even if they have very limited Adobe Premiere experience. So the first effect we're going to go over is the Gaussian blur transition, a very good one, but very simple. And here we have some stuff on the timeline. We got some third-person cinematics from Halo 5. I play Halo 5 on my channel, so you're going to see a lot of Halo 5 and Halo Reach clips when we're editing here. But anyway, we got these third-person cinematics, and then we also got a song called Cascade Reflections, a very good non-copyrighted song. And just so you guys know, if you want any of the song or video info for any of these things I'm using in the video, it'll be all in the description, so don't worry about it. I will have everything in the description. But anyway, let's get right back into it. So the Gaussian blur transition, very simple. First of all, we're gonna find the beat. So let's get right into it. All right, so I don't know if you heard that, but basically the beat pattern basically repeated itself right here. Right here, right there, or one more. Yeah, okay, right there. So we're gonna cut our clip, and then real quick, you can hear the first beat is right there. So I'm just gonna make a quick cut right there, and then now we're gonna put our other clip right here. And you can hear the beat pattern keeps repeating itself, and you just want to keep cutting it where the beat pattern repeats itself. And of course, not every song is going to be like this, but you can just be creative with the Gaussian blur effect. Don't worry about if you're not following exactly what I'm doing. It's all about creativity. But anyway, basically now we got all the beats lined up, right? And we're going to put one more clip right here. And what we're going to do is going to be really, really simple. We're going to go in the middle, and we're going to get a adjustment layer and make it 54, or I don't know how this works. I don't know the difference between all of these right here. They all look the same to me, but anyway, let's click on one of them. Yeah, I'm not very experienced. Like I'm very self-taught, so I don't know a lot of the things in Adobe Premiere. We're going to want to go like around 14 frames out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I know there's a keyboard shortcut for that, but I don't know it to like go like more than 1 frame at a time. So just deal with it. And then we're going to go the other direction. And drag it out. And we're going to go to Gaussian blur. And click on this stopwatch, and you want to keep it at 0 first. Go to the middle of the timeline, change it to 50, and then go out here to the very last frame and then change it to 0 again. And make sure you have this clip selected the entire time, or the adjustment layer selected the entire time. And there you go. Really simple effect. I really like it. And just so you guys know, if you guys are using 30 frames per second footage, just convert everything by dividing the amount of frames by half. So you know how I said 14 frames out? Instead of doing 14 frames, if you're using 30 FPS footage, go out 7 frames. Pretty simple. And then remember, if you have any questions, leave down in the comments and I'll try to reply to them. I'm really active in the comments, so if you have any questions, just leave it down in the comments. Anyway, that was really simple, and let's put it over here as well. So Control C, and that might be a different. Is it the same on Mac? I think it's the same on Mac. I'm not completely sure. But I'm using a Windows computer right now, by the way. We're going to go paste it. And then make sure So we're going to go to the frame right here, go at 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and drag that. And now let's play it out real quick. And yeah, as you can see, a very simple transition, but very effective. I like it. It's really clean. And if you want to check out the video, I actually kind of imitated this effect from is a video by Precursor. He's another Halo YouTuber, and he made a montage called Reflections. And I'll leave it down in the description. He uses the Gaussian blur effect very well. So if you want to see more examples of this, go to his video down in the description. And yeah, you'll get some help there. But yeah, really simple transition. And any other notes I'm thinking of, if you're doing text and you're trying to transition like subtitle text from here to here, make sure it's just below the Gaussian blur adjustment layer. And I think that's pretty much it for this effect. Really simple, really easy. And yeah, let's get on to the directional blur effect. And yeah, let's get right into it. All right, anyway, I'm back, and we're gonna be working with the same song, but a different clip. So now we have this clip from Halo 5 Infection. It's a Killionaire, but we're gonna go to where I get the Killionaire real quick, and let's find that. All right, so I found the defining kill in the clip, so we're just gonna keep that in mind and just cut it. You wanna use the directional blur effect. It can be used in a lot of different ways, but I really like using it when there's a lot of quick defined beats. And I think let's find those quick defined beats real quick. Okay, so I don't know if you heard of that, but there are some really quick defined beats right before the climax. Starting right here. And make sure you have your audio scrubbing. I forgot to talk about that. I'm really sorry. But make sure you have your audio scrubbing. Just go to Edit, Preferences, Audio, and make sure it's playing audio while scrubbing. That's like super important, because if you don't have your audio scrubbing, then it's really hard to find the beats. But anyway, let's get right back into it. So we have this beat right here. So you want to go one frame back, go to your get adjustment layer, go to effects, and then get directional blur. So you have that on, and you want to click the little stopwatch icon for I think it's blur length. Yeah, it's blur length. And then you want to go one frame out, change it to 44. And then it really depends on the beat, but you want to go now maybe 6 to 12 frames out. So we'll try around 8, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yeah, I'm not gonna give you guys any exact numbers. I really want you guys to play around with it, because like there's no real right answer for these types of things. Anyway, so we went 8 frames out, and let's see how that looks. All right, so I feel like that's a little bit too fast. So we're gonna drag it out, or drag the 0 keyframe a little bit further out. So I think that's roughly around 12 to 13. And let's play it now. All right, that looks a little bit better. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into a time lapse and just put this exact effect on every single beat. And right before I go, just remember, you wanna have the adjustment layer start one frame before the beat. Anyway, I'm gonna go into a time lapse, and I'll see you guys after. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I put more of the adjustment layer with the directional blur effect on each of the beats. And when the beats got quicker, what I did was I just shortened the effect. So what I did was I just basically just made the effect shorter. So it just went from 44. So you see how the blur length is 44. I just made it go from 44 to 0 much more quickly. I think I made it, let me see how many frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 frames, because the beats were getting quicker. So I just had to do the effect a little bit faster. And then, okay, now let's just play the clip real quick. And I don't know about you guys, but I really like that effect. It's really simple, really quick. It takes about like 1 to 2 minutes, but it's really nice and it's really clean. And it's not one of those like cheesy effects, but it's still a very nice effect. I'm kind of rambling right now, but I really hope you guys enjoy that effect. I know in the clip I showed in the beginning of the tutorial that there was a lot more effects going on in that clip. There was some like bounce effects and other effects. If you guys want me to cover those, I can go over that in a separate tutorial. That clip was done by Precursor, a different YouTuber I mentioned earlier. So if you want to subscribe to him and check out that video, feel free, it's in the description. But basically, on top of using the directional blur effect, he also played with the opacity keyframes, and I think he put a crop effect. If you guys are wondering, if you guys want more info on that, I can help you guys in the comments or make a follow-up video, but I just want to go over the directional blur, the main effect of that clip. But yeah, pretty simple effect, not gonna lie, and it looks really nice. But anyway, let's get into effect number 3, which is the quick transition cut effect. All right, guys, I'm back, and we got some stuff here. We got a Halo 5 Infection Killionaire, and then we got a song here called Unknown Brain Superhero, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. Yeah, Unknown Brain Superhero and NCS song. Really good song. If you guys want to use some good non-copyrighted music, this is a good song. But anyway, we're going to do the quick transition cut effect. It's very similar to the just cut effect. I don't know what you exactly call it. As I said earlier, I didn't learn Adobe Premiere in like school or anything. I just learned it. I'm self-taught. But so I don't know the names of a lot of stuff. But anyway, let's get right into it. Let me see here. So first we want to find a beat that actually works. I want to use the part right here. So I'm just going to cut this real quick. And then delete that. And then let's find a part of the song that actually works. Okay, so I just found a beat that actually works kind of well. I'm going to just play it real quick so you guys know what I'm talking about. So right here, we got a good beat. And I'm gonna just drag this over here, and we're gonna find where we got the kill exactly. And I got the kill right here, so we're gonna cut that, and we're gonna put it right here, and then we're gonna cut like a little bit of this middle part right here. It sounds kind of weird, but it's gonna work. Trust me, it's gonna work. And we're gonna put these together. So we have this like jump cut thing. And now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna play around with the scale and position clocks or time watches, whatever you wanna call it. And remember, if you're using 30 FPS footage, you wanna cut by half. So I'm gonna go out about 4 to 6 frames. So I'm gonna go out 4 frames here and we're gonna see how it looks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you're using 30 FPS footage, you want to go out 2 frames. You just cut it by half. And we're going to change the scale to 115. We're going to want to change the position. Not position. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're not using position right now. Let me go back real quick. Okay. I make mistakes. I'm sorry. You want to turn on rotation and then go out 4 frames. And then you want to change rotation to 7. 7 or -7 works. And then you want to go out 2, 3, 4, and then go out another 4 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, and change this to 0, and change this to 100. And let's see how that looks real quick. And it's a very simple effect. It kind of like makes that simple jump effect, but a little bit more. So a lot of people, they would usually just cut to the kill, but now we added some scale and rotation effects, and I think it looks a little bit better. And this isn't the best example. I've seen better uses of it, just so you guys know. There's one montage I really love, but I can't show it on screen because it's copyrighted. It's called Surfing Neptune's Final Infection Montage. I'll put a link to it down in the description. That one uses this effect really well. And this effect is really good because it takes literally 20 seconds, but it's really effective and it's really clean. Hopefully that makes sense. Very simple effect. Remember, use the scale and rotation clocks. Don't use position. Do not use position. And then you want to use, go out 4 frames, 4 to 6 frames, if you're 60 FPS, and then 2 to 3 frames if you're 30 FPS. And then remember, go out 115 is 7, and then go back to the original default settings. And of course, you can change these numbers a little bit. You want to play around with these numbers a little bit. Don't stick to my numbers. There's always better combinations depending on your montage. And then if you want, you can slap on crop. So let me just do that real quick for you guys. So adjustment layer, 50 frames or 59 frames, whatever you want to call it. And just put on a quick crop. Boom and boom. And yeah, that's basically it. I think the crop actually makes it look a little bit better. And in the description, I'll give you a lot of examples on other montages that use this effect really well besides the one I was talking about, the Surf and Neptune montage. But anyway, really quick and easy transition. And now let's move on to the bounce effect. Oh yes, okay. I'm back. And just before we go to the next effect, which is the bounce effect, I forgot to mention the other quick jump effect. We're back here again. And at least for me, I'm back here again. Maybe I'll cut it back for you guys so it's kind of like together, but in the video. But I forgot to go over the second one. So basically, we're going to want to just delete all of these, I think. Does that work? Okay. And at the beat, we're just going to want to go... I'm going to just delete that real quick. Change the scale, 120. Go out 1 second, 100. And make sure you have that little clock on. And let's see how it looks now. So basically, if you don't know what I did there, instead of doing a more even scale effect, I just jumped it straight to like the 120 and then brought it down to 100 after a whole second. And that time we didn't play with rotation. That's just kind of like a similar effect, but a similar one to the one we just did, but it's just a little bit different. So if you want to change it up, just do scale instead of doing the other scale and rotation effect. And yeah. All right, so we're working with the same clip, but a different, what's it called? A different song. So this song is called Region 82 Out of Time. It's a future-based song. I think it's non-copyright. I pray it's non-copyright because I don't want to get copyrighted claimed. But this song is really good. It has a great example of where you can use this transition really well, or effect really well. And just so you guys know, I did a bounce effect in my last video, but it was a very different bounce effect. This one's a little bit different. But anyway, let's get right into it and let's find that beat we can use. All right, so we got the first beat right here, and basically this one is super simple. This is like brain dead simple, very simple keyframing. Just click on scale, go out 6 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then make sure you put it to 115 here, and then go out another 6, and then change it back to 100. And then this one, I know in the other one we put the crop layer and adjustment layer. This one, you want to put the crop layer on the actual layer, and you'll see why in a second. And I'm going to put this to 6, put that to 6, and let's play it real quick. All right, that was really quick. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to do that exact same thing over and over again. So I'm gonna time lapse what I'm doing, but I'm gonna show you the quickest and easiest way to do this. Just copy this or just highlight this and then click Control C on your keyboard. And then every beat, you wanna find the very beginning of the beat. So that was the beginning of the beat. And literally just do Control V. Really simple, really simple. And we're just gonna do this for every beat. All right, let's get right into the time lapse. So I'm back. That was a really quick time lapse, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. And yeah, pretty easy effect. This is one I don't use too often anymore, but it's still a good effect. And just so you guys know, if your bounce doesn't look right, just play around with it. Just move it up or move it down a couple frames, and you should be able to make it work. Remember, if you're using 30 FPS footage, I know how I said right here, you should be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames out. But if you're using 30 FPS footage, you want to be out 3 frames instead of 6. And yeah, pretty simple effect. Yet again, this is an effect I don't really use too often anymore, but I still think it's a good effect. And yeah, that's basically it. All right, guys, I'm back, and we're doing the final effect, which is the radical speed jump effect. This is just basically playing around with speeds in the clip and making it look really cool. Anyway, we're gonna use the same song, Unknown Brain Superhero, really good song. Link in the description, you wanna check it out. But we're gonna drag this footage over. I think we're gonna be playing around with beats earlier in the song. Let me just check real quick. All right, so I don't know if you heard of that, but we had a beat here, and a beat here. Basically, we're gonna find our first kill. All right, guys, I found a different clip. I didn't want to use a clip where my ping was too high because then the effect doesn't look correct. But here's a clip. I think I played on like Mountain server or like Midwest server, which is a little bit better. I live on the West Coast, so I just want to find a clip which has better ping, so the actual effect looks correct. But anyway, I found a good kill somewhere around here. Okay, so our first kill, we're gonna use this kill right here, and we're gonna cut it again. And we're gonna go back here. The first beat was here, right? Okay. And just so you guys know, this is the most complicated effect out of all these effects. So if you get this one, hooray for you. This is really hard for some people, but let's play it out real quick. Okay, that looks more cleaner because my ping is actually correct now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm cutting it at the next beat right here, and we're not gonna cut to the kill. We're gonna cut like a couple frames before the kill. So like right around here. So like, I don't know, you could do like 2 to 6 frames before the kill. In my opinion, I think that works best. So I'm gonna cut it right here. Delete this, yeet that out of there, and then go to right before I got the kill. And then we're gonna drag this. You wanna click R on your keyboard, and you get this little like thing. I don't know what you call it, but you wanna drag this out. This is just making the clip slower basically. And then for speed and duration, or speed and duration. I said duration in a transition tutorial a long time ago, and I keep getting roasted for it. And I keep saying it. I'm like hurting myself right now. But yeah, duration, clip speed and duration. And you want to change that to optical flow. And you want to go to the actual kill here. So boom, that should work. And let's click enter. Let's render this and see how it looks. So now it's rendered, and let's see how it looks now. Okay, I forgot about one thing. This is completely my bad. I forgot about this. I need to drag this out, and don't make this mistake like me. I'm stupid, but that portion we deleted and yeeted out, we actually needed that portion. Sorry, I haven't edited a lot recently, so I'm kind of rusty for a couple of these because I've been doing a lot of other types of videos. But you need this like portion right here, and you want to speed it up. And as always, use the tool right here to speed it up and just drag it in. And you want the speeded portion to be around 1 to 3 frames. That should work. And then delete the audio. And then now let's try it. And then now it's gonna be a little bit weird. Wait. Now our beat is off because we added an extra like couple frames. So we gotta make this a little bit quicker now. And then let's try rendering that. Okay, hopefully that worked for you. I don't know if you got that, but basically what we did, it's called a radical speed jump because we're going from like 100% speed to like 2000 speed right here. And then we're going to like 5% speed right here. And then we're back to 100. And yeah, pretty hard to wrap your mind about this. And you're not going to find the opportunity to use this too much, but it's a really good effect when you can use it. It's a really good and kind of like intermediate effect. It's not the most difficult effect, but it's not the most simple effect in the world. If you want to make it look a little bit more cooler, you can combine this effect with the quick transition cut effect. I'm not going to show that because this video is already getting way too long, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was a little bit all over the place, but that's the thing about editing. You're not going to have a direct pass from beginning to end. You're going to have to play around with things. Remember, don't use the exact numbers I'm using for the effects. And when you're using 30 frames per second, remember divide it by 2 because I'm using 60 frames per second. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want more effects you guys want me to cover, leave it down in the comments. I can probably cover it for gaming stuff. But these are 5 I thought were really important. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.